Hey, Phil from Got Memories here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to finalize Panasonic mini DVD discs, okay? Specifically Panasonic. And we're not talking the VRD series that have got the protective plastic cases around them. This is one that doesn't take those protective cases, and I'll show you. If you might have a Panasonic with these things in them, this is not for that. That's the VRD model series. You know, they come in like thicker things like this. This is just for discs that are out of those sleeves. Now, purple side is the data side. Make sure everything is clean. There's no fingerprints, smudges, scratches. Scratches can undo the whole thing. So this is if your disc is not playing and you haven't finalized it. You need to get the original camcorder out, the power cord out of the closet, attic, what have you. Put it in purple side like so. Close it. And you're going to wait, obviously. While that's reading, make sure you have it in the play button, the green play selection right there. You're going to spin this wheel. It's going to go to the play. Now, and also, just as a side note here, if you've got these mini DVD discs and you've got, Sony written on them, or Maxell, or TDK, people think, oh, they're Sony discs. I threw away the camcorder 15, 20 years ago, and this is a Sony, got to be Sony. No, it does not mean that it's recorded in a Sony. It could have been recorded on a Sony, Panasonic, Toshiba, Canon. I've got all the different things here. It is a nightmare. It is brand specific and sometimes model specific. And that's if it's SD or HD. Yes, I know it goes down a rabbit hole. But for the people out there that have kept the power cord, you've got the original player, you haven't banged it, it isn't covered in dust and crud inside, and the discs are in really nice shape. You've taken care of them, put them in the cases, etc. This is the way you're going to do it. If you haven't taken care of them, if you've left them in the garage, the attic, scratched them, got fingerprints, you got God knows what all over it. Disc rot as well is becoming more common now. The separating of the adhesives, it's a whole nother ball game. My channel is covering all of the problems with all these formats now. But sidebar there. Now, everything here, this is from 2008. So I'm recording this in 2025. So we're looking at a long time ago. My brain is fried. So we're looking at 17 years. Jesus. Okay. So, so what you're going to do, you're going to hit the menu button. This thing right here, that's the trash button. The menu button. And then it's going to come up with this. Okay. You're going to hit down. Okay. On this little joystick here, you're going to hit down. Down, down, down to setup. Actually, no, that's not the one. This one's listed a little different from all my other ones. Let's have a look here. Menu. Okay, we're going to go to disk setup. You might have disk setup written in there, or it might just go to setup and it will just immediately go to this page here. Again, these camcorders, certain models, even though the Panasonic, 95% of the time, or 95% of it is the same interface. Sometimes they're not. So, finalize. It is not finalized. So you're going to go yes. Okay. You do not go to format. That will delete it potentially if it is an RW disk or a RAM disk. No more scenes can be recorded. You want to finalize it now. And then it's going to make this menu. And there we go with all the thumbnails. So this hasn't been finalized since 2008. Now, this is going to take a couple minutes, sometimes longer, and that will be that. And I'll go through this again. This one here has been finalized. So I'll go through the process again. I'm going to eject it. So this slide right here is where you eject. So you just slide it back, okay? You're going to open it. Be very careful with these discs. One tiny little scratch can render it unreadable. They are very delicate, and we'll put that aside. So I'm going to get this one out, and they may very well be blank. There is a way to tell if they're blank or not, because the underside of the disc, come on, Underside of the disc is like this different shade of purple. See that dark? That's like a blank area. This gray, this more lighter shade is the data. Okay, so going through this again. Disc, see, look, this is a Sony. Yeah, it is Sony. Okay, you're going to put it in. Be careful. Going to lock it in right there. Close it. And then you're just going to wait for it to read. And here we go. It should take around about 30 seconds or so. Again, making sure that it's in the play. This little marker right here is going to be directly across from the play. If you've got it in camera mode, you need to get it in the playback mode, okay? Now, this is from 2011. So that's 14 years ago, and it has not been finalized. So I'm going to hit the menu button, and then it's going to come up with just, this is different from the other model right there. Even though it's like, looks like the same camera, it's Panasonic, it's got a different menu. So we're going to go to setup because it doesn't have disk setup in this menu. So it's going to be under the setup. So when you do highlight it, you're going to make this go right, okay? Then it goes over, and this isn't finalized. You're going to go finalize, you're going to go right, and then you're going to go finalize up on this. So I went up, and then you're going to hit enter, push it in. Finalize selected. You want to create a menu? Yes, whatever. Do you want to continue? Going to go left. I know, it's a pain. And then you're going to leave it alone for a couple minutes. Is this one done? This one is done now. Sometimes this can be done in a minute. Sometimes it can take 20 minutes. The least amount of footage you have on there, the longer it takes to finalize. So if it is a full disc, then it will... Oof. Okay, again, be very careful with these discs. Now, if you've got other formats or you're not sure what you have, good luck. If you would like me to take care of everything, I do specialize in mini DVD disc recovery. And this is all data recovery. Just like if you've got all these these are like mini hard drives, mini USB drives, essentially. And they can fail, they might not finalize. If they don't finalize, then I've got recovery software that can take, 6 hours to recover 30 minutes of footage. It is a nightmare format. So yeah, look, this is going. And also when you've got it, make sure it's all plugged in and you leave it on a stable surface. Do not move it, because if you move it or you jolt it, it can screw up the finalizing process and your disc can become completely unplayable or unfinalizable. And then recovery process needs to start. I'm always very careful with finalizing discs to make sure they are crystal clear, squeaky clean. If you've got scratches on your discs and you haven't finalized them, if you're trying to do this yourself, I don't know what to say, other than I can recover stuff. Yes, of course, these videos are self-promotion, but I give them everything away. Like, hey, this is it. If you're looking at transfer companies, most companies don't do this, and they will take money up front, and then they will not refund the money. So they'll hand everything back to you with stickers saying we don't digitize this. Legacy Box, Southtree, Kodak Digitizing, absolute shit companies. You prepay, wait 6 months, you get it all back with stickers on them on the actual damn discs. I've got videos where I'm peeling these unpeelable stickers off of the surface of the discs. Absolute, oh my God, I can't even, yeah. But if you would like me to get a quote, gotmemories.com. If you're looking around just kicking tires, you don't really care about your footage. You're just like, ugh. Don't fill out the quote form. Don't waste your time. I'm not being an asshole here, but this is time, money, expertise. It is data recovery. This is a serious operation here of recovering priceless, precious memories. So if you really want to recover everything, people ship me discs from all over the world, and I'm a pro at this. So this isn't a Mickey Mouse kind of thing. 30% of the time, everything goes amazing. 30% of the time. 70% of the time, it's a shit show on my end, as I've got endless videos in the channel showing the head-banging condition of all of this old media, especially these discs, because they're easily scratched. It was a short-lived format, and it's just a nightmare. Anyway, that's me. All the best to you out there. Cheers.